We had a major fire hazard. Hi and welcome back. I'm Kamika and this is Well Balanced Wallet, where I help you create healthy money habits and live a life that you love on your current budget. Today's video is going to be part 2 in the home ownership series. So in part 1, I talked about everything that we've paid so far as buying the house, any repairs that we've had done so far, and just basically any money that we spent on inspections and things that we had to buy before we even moved into the house. So if you want to get caught up, be sure to check out that video and then come back to this one. But so far, here's our total for the amount that we've spent before what I want to talk about in this video. So at the end of our part 1 video, I mentioned that we were going to have some electric work done to our house, and we recently got that done, and today I'm going to talk about that process and how much it costs. So this is our den area, and we have kind of like a living room, library, office type of situation here, and it's actually one of our favorite rooms in the house. But in that back corner, that is my husband's desk, and he works from home, so this is where he spends the majority of his time. This particular room in our house is a garage conversion, so that's why it's so big, but with that comes the weird placement of the outlets in this room. So we only have 4 outlets in the whole room, and they're all pretty high up the wall, so they're not close to the floor like most outlets. They're really high up the wall, probably where you would see like a light switch, and there are only 4 of them. So if you notice, my husband has 3 screens, and he has a desktop, and then he uses a laptop, and a lot of times he charges his phone. So we just need a bunch of outlets in this particular space, but the only one was the one that's pretty high up the wall, right on the back. So when we moved his desk into this space, we found a way to kind of rig it up until we could get around to getting the electric work done, and this is what we did. So the original outlet has a space for 2 plugs, and we got an adapter that brings that up to 6 plugs. And within those 6 plugs, I think we had a power strip, and we may have had 2 power strips and an extension cord, in addition to a mini fridge and something else plugged in there. And into the power strip, I think we had another extension cord because we needed the cords to reach a little further than they could reach just from the plug being up so high. So we had a lot of bad stuff going on, and we had one of the companies that we spoke with before we purchased our house, which is actually the same company that did the garage conversion for the previous owners, to come by and take a look. And we already knew it was bad, and he told us we may have a bit of a fire hazard, but he took a look and gave us a quote, and we went through with getting that corrected. So they were able to come in and they put 2 additional outlets onto the wall. So what's different about these outlets is that they are on a separate breaker. So they're not on the main breaker of the house, they're on the breaker for the few things that we have outside in our shed, which would take some of the stress off of everything being in that one plug for one, and then also lighten the load for the rest of the house, being that my husband has so many things plugged up in his little area. So here's what our electric situation looks like now, and I think we're very happy with the way that everything came out. So now let's talk about the price. And I can't remember off the top of my head, but here is the price that we paid for this electric work, and it wasn't, in my opinion, too expensive, but it is something that we wanted to pay cash for because we're trying to make all home repairs and include all maintenance with cash. We don't want to go into any more debt outside of our mortgage. So I think that was a pretty fair price, and now I'm going to add that price to everything that we've already paid. So here is the total of everything that we've paid since we purchased our house. And I hope this will give you a better picture of what expenses are to actually own a home. And like I mentioned in the previous video, I only want to include things in these type of videos that will stay with the house in the case that we do move to a different location. This is where we are so far, and I don't think it's been too expensive, but we've only been in the house for 1 year, so be sure to keep following our journey to see what else comes up and what other things that you may need to look for when you are ready to purchase a house or saving money for your home maintenance and repairs. So I know it's a short one, but I wanted to give you guys an update on the things that we have purchased so far. But that's it for this video, so be sure to give it a like, subscribe, and click the link on your screen right now for more Well Balanced Wallet content. See you there.